This is the DJI Osmo Action 4, and this is the GoPro Hero 12, probably the two top action cameras in the world right now. And today I'm testing them side by side to see which camera is really the best for underwater and above water video. So without further ado, let's dive right in. First things first, let's compare the outer design and screen function. The Action 4 is a little smaller in size compared to the Hero 12, but not too much of a size difference can be found here. The lens has a different shape on each camera, and both have a front and back screen. Although I should point out that the Action 4's front screen is also a touchscreen, which the GoPro does not have, which was definitely a very nice touch. Screen layout and responsiveness is pretty similar on these cameras. I will point out that removing the lens on the Action 4 is easier than the Hero 12, but overall not too crazy of a difference there. Now let's get into the actual footage. The footage on land is great quality on each camera, but take a look at the color and crispness of each video. When you take that into account, it's pretty easy to say that the Action 4 captures a little bit better video. But granted, like I said, both cameras do capture pretty good footage. I would give the edge though to the Action 4 though, just because the color is noticeably better, which says a lot because one of the Hero 12's main selling points was its ability to capture great color. Now let's move on to audio. Here's the audio on the DJI Action 4, and here's the audio on the GoPro Hero 12. Audio is very identical between these two cameras, but I am going to give the edge to the GoPro Hero 12. Now it's time for the real test, the test that you all clicked on the video to see which camera works better underwater. Let's start off with this shot right here. Before I label which camera is which, I want you to choose which shot you think is better, the left or the right. If you're anything like me, you might be blown away to learn that this footage on the left is from the Action 4 and on the right is the Hero 12. It's clear as day that the DJI camera captured way better footage underwater than the GoPro. Like seriously, it's not even close. It almost looks like this was shot on two different days. That's how much of a difference there is in color. And of course, all of the footage I'm showing you guys here today is the raw unedited version. But the color just makes so much of a difference underwater, which is why I have to give it to the Action 4. It just gives off such a more cinematic look than the GoPro Hero 12. Low light video is definitely a big test for both of these cameras, and the deeper I go inside of this lake, the less light there was. Still, it's not a crazy difference, but the DJI camera still captured better low light video, all thanks to that 1/1.3 inch sensor inside of the camera. After diving with these cameras for 1 hour each, battery life was similar as well. My GoPro Hero 12 was at 58% battery, whereas my DJI was at 65%. Not a major difference there, but the DJI still had better battery life, so yet again it is the winner here on this test. Okay, so now that we've compared the footage, let's dive in deeper and truly decide which one of these cameras is really the best. Before we dive into this, I do want to clarify that I do love both of these cameras, and this is not a knock on the GoPro Hero 12 at all, but when you take all of these tests into account, the DJI Osmo Action 4 definitely captured the superior footage in this video. Everything from color to crispness to low light video and even battery life was superior on the Action 4. On land, it was definitely a closer race, but once I took these cameras underwater, the Action 4 won in a landslide. I do truly believe at this moment in time that the Action 4 is the best underwater action camera on the market. Price is also a major factor for a lot of you out there. The GoPro Hero 12 is currently available for $399 here in the US, whereas the Action 4 is available today for $299. That is a major price difference, and when you combine that with the footage I displayed today, it's pretty easy to tell that the Action 4 is more worth the money. Alright guys, now that is going to wrap up today's comparison review video. If you are interested in the DJI Osmo Action 4 camera and you want one of these bad boys of your own, there's a bunch of links in the description down below and even in the comment section as well. But while you're down there, make sure to let me know which camera you thought was superior, if you have either of these cameras, and if you plan on buying them in the future. Don't forget to smash that like button as well, and most importantly subscribe with notifications turned on so you never miss out on awesome videos just like this one. I'm Ray Tiller, and I'll see you guys on the next adventure.